Welcome, everyone, to the 285th consecutive episode of Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk. And that's a lie, because we've had 12 specials in between there. But
and we did straight up miss 1 week.
It's true. That's true.
And then we did 2 episodes 1 week, and it was our anniversary show.
So anyway, this is the 285th numerical episode of Club Kayfabe WrestleTalk. I'd like to say hello to everybody who is listening right now live via Twitch, or who is listening to us later via YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or the Filling the Void podcast network. Also, we are now on Apple Podcasts and iTunes. So that picture that we always put up when we're doing this, we're going to have to edit that and add some stuff and things to it.
Yeah, it's actually been obsolete since the day we started because we don't have that website.
No, the website doesn't exist anymore, so yeah. Which is why I actually got rid of it on mine, but Dan has it still with the website, so.
It's just going to be full of icons for everybody else.
Pretty much, yeah. My name is Chris O'Mealy. I am the founder of the Club Kayfabe creative community, which is happy to host this podcast. With me are Dan Peck.
Hey, yo.
And Glenn Kukan.
What's up?
Lifelong wrestling fans, and we're here to bring you your weekly dose of Wrestle Chatter. Maybe we should call the show Club Kayfabe Wrestle Chatter. That'd be a cool name, actually. Wrestle
Switch
Chatter.
up the name yet again.
Wrestle Chatter. It'd only be the third time the podcast has changed names.
New year, new show.
Well, I mean,
new chatter.
Change the name when you start the show, I guess. Technically, maybe.
It
went from being called Nothing to being called Club Kayfabe Podcast.
Yeah. So, there you go. So, yes, I want to thank everybody who's continuing to look in and support us. Please check us out, CKCC Online. That's at CKCC Online on the Facebook and the Twitter. And there's lots of great stuff that you can listen to and you can read about and you can see artists and stuff, all that fun stuff. The Cinematic Triple Threat debuting its first episode this upcoming, what would be the 15th? That would be a Tuesday when the first episode will drop. We'll be recording it over the weekend. Cinematic Triple Threat. If you guys are fans of Twitch, which if you're listening live on Twitch, you probably are, you can check out all of the action-packed streams with Dan, just playing The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, I just beat it the other day.
Just playing some Spider-Man has been on there, some Red Dead Redemption 2. Dan's got a lot of stuff to play, and of course, I'll be on there too with some of my vintage gaming streams.
As a matter of fact, you might be doing some tomorrow.
Wait until you beat it on its hardest level. Holy crap.
Yeah. Including my monthly charity stream coming up at the end of the month. New blogs I am dropping with the commissioner's thoughts. First top 10 list of the year has already dropped, and the next one will be dropping over the weekend. It's for a preview. My top 10 most anticipated films of 2019.
Spoilers,
and
Endgame is on the list.
Endgame is most assuredly on the list. What position is it on? Well, it's definitely near the top. I mean, that's
top 3 or GTFO.
Pretty much. Endgame should be on everybody's anticipated movie list.
Yeah.
But and then also check out all the other great shows that you can check out via the CKCC, as well as artists and cosplayers right now. The Art of Brian Beinman dropping the Royal Rumble Challenge. Heather Quinn bringing new stuff to you for 2019, including she will be doing some new performances, so we'll be promoting that for her. Check out CHMR's Ring Rust with Mark Jabroni, the Blake and Sal show. Clerks Minute now going into overtime as Clerks 2 starting to wrap up. They're starting to do the animated series, dropping some episodes about that. Of course, Matt Hardman's Race Nerd podcast for all you racing aficionados. J Bunny's Music Hub for you music fans. And check it out, MDX with Maurice and Danny has returned for a new season. And Jeff Trelowitz' Cinefan podcast is back, returning for a new season as well. And that's just what you can check out right now. That doesn't include what's coming up in the future, so stay tuned. Always new stuff coming in. Now, and I've done all the plugs, and if any of you have skipped past the plugs, shame on you. Shame. Shame.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed. It was time for a trivia question Dan's going to ask the question, and we will bring you the answer after the Dryer Sheet News. Dan, what is this week's trivia question?
You know that New Japan has like those two sets of belts that are called the Never Openweight whatever championship, Never Openweight championship, and a Never Openweight 6-man tag team championship. Did you know it never stands for something? What does it stand for?
Ooh, I know. I actually know this one.
So do I. It's
you can't give away the answer.
It's all stuff.
It's words.
Well, the best part
is a couple of them are a little cheatery.
Like the first one, for example, what the N stands for is complete cheatery. But that's not the point. It's classic Japan English. No, it really is though.
Classic English.
Never. See, the only thing is, every time I hear it, never open weight, all I want to say is never.
Never.
Hey, they created never. That's exactly what I always think of too. It's the Wacky Deli episode. Remember Wacky Deli?
Wacky Deli.
I am the cheese. I am the best character on this show. All right. I actually have a Rocco's Modern Life shirt that my wife got me for Christmas that I wore to work the other day, and somebody took them. Oh, God. I think we were in like hour 6 of 8 of my day. Like, we're getting past the real afternoon hump, and we're starting to wind down. And somebody was finally like, "Oh wow, that's a Rocco's Modern Life shirt," and I just looked at them like, "Are you kidding me?"
Took you that long?
I started my shift at 10:30 in the morning, and it was 6 p.m. You were just figuring this out. Literally the last hour and a half of the day.
And you realize that all day long they were probably sitting there trying to rack their brain, trying to figure out.
You notice that their head was tilted slightly to one side for half the day.
Like, I know what that is. God damn it, it's killing me.
I love Rocco's Modern Life, and I'm going to be doing some. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to keep doing a blog of ranking episodes by season, or if I want to do a podcast where I break down episodes by season. But I think the blog would be better for the TV stuff, because I'm already doing the movies and the game streams and everything. I don't want to go crazy with that. I still want to write about something. I think I'm going to keep it there, but I think I'm going to have to start doing Rocco's Modern Life and do the big rankings for those. And there's only 4 seasons, so it's not going to take that long to get through.
True.
That'll be a fun binge. I got to bring those back too, because I promised I was going to do a new ranking every month, and I want to revamp my 2 Simpsons that I've already done, season 1 and 2, and revamp them with they're going to be the special editions, because I'm going to bring in the trivia and everything that I was going to do when I was going to do a binge thing. But people really
is it going to be like those like A&E shows or whatever when they get a second season and it moves from a half hour to an hour, so they do the old episodes and move those up to an hour, so they have to add all this extra shit?
Of course.
So basically you've already changed your New Year's resolution.
How did I change it?
Because you promised one thing and then you didn't do it.
What didn't I do?
Well, you said you're just going to be changing your Simpsons thing up.
I am changing it up.
I was referring, to our POC game later.
Oh, geez. Oh, okay. I was like, because I actually did make a New Year's resolution to do this, and you're breaking it. I'm like, no, I'm not. How am I breaking this? Oh, and real quick, this doesn't translate well to an audio podcast, but I just saw a meme. It's a little kid holding a pizza on the ground. He's crying because he dropped the pizza fell out of the box. It's laying on the ground, splattered, and the kid is crying. The kid is labeled as Thanos, and the pizza's labeled as Gamora.
Okay, I can assure you, anybody who drops pizza on the ground out of the box doesn't deserve to ever have a pizza again.
It's like a 3-year-old kid.
Don't care.
Yeah, it's like illegal for Glenn.
It's like his first time seeing a pizza?
I've dropped plenty of pizzas. They stayed in the box.
I bet. All right, so do you know what never stands for? Answer coming up later. First, we have 5 matches on the card right now for our first NXT UK TakeOver special. It's TakeOver Blackpool.
Yeah, it's going to be
fun. So if you guys
fun.
are looking forward to that, if you have not checked out, I haven't watched enough NXT UK, but it's basically like watching regular NXT, except it's all about that British strong style. So it's a little less relatable to an American watcher, but it's way more action-packed. It's kind of hard to describe.
It's basically really, really good wrestling.
It's really good wrestling, exactly. So there's only 5 matches on the card right now. A singles match between Travis Banks and Jordan Devlin. That is on the card. That one will be pretty good. And Jordan Devlin is the guy who we called knockoff Finn Balor, right?
Yes.
Yes,
he kind of looks like
a midget head.
He also trained under Finn Balor.
Well, he looks like a clone of him. Of course, Travis Banks has competed in some of the fun name promotions, like What Culture's short-lived wrestling promotion. It was pretty short-lived, wasn't it?
Well, considering everyone that was like in charge of it all had that mass exodus.
He's been in Attack Pro Wrestling, which is Pete Dunne's school, and Rev Pro, which their belt just got defended at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep.
So that'll be a good match. No DQ match on the card. Dave Mastiff and Eddie Dennis. So you've got the Welshman in there. And where's Dave Mastiff from? Is he... What is he?
He's a big boy.
I think he's
a very big boy.
But yeah, they're going to beat the ever-living hell out of each other.
Well, yeah, because nobody could separate them when they had that brawl. And Johnny Saint was just like, all right, that's it. No DQ match.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Enough! So it's funny because when you read the thing and you just see Dave and Eddie, all I think about is Dave Bautista and Eddie Guerrero. Dave and Eddie. Mustache Mountain and the Grizzled Young Veterans, 2 awesome tag teams, are going against each other to crown the inaugural UK Tag Team Champions. So Mustache Mountain couldn't get it done in the American NXT, but you have to start calling it that now in NXT America. So now let's see if they can take out James Drake and Zach Gibson and become the first UK Tag Team Champions.
My guess is the Grizzled Young Veterans are going to win.
You know, they're a little more featured than Mustache Mountain because Mustache Mountain's kind of the they're the any card. They're everywhere. Yeah. But the Grizzled Young Vets are like a focal point of NXT UK. So unless Mustache Mountain's going to win the inaugural championship so that the Grizzled Young Vets chase him.
Maybe. But I'm thinking with the way that the other 2 titles are liable to
the Blue Eyes should chase the villains.
I believe the heels will go over on this one.
This is UK. These are villains. Blue Eyes and villains.
Villains.
Blue Eyes and villains. Yes. And if you don't know what a blue eye is, then
you don't know what a villain is either.
Well, probably
like that
don't.
Angela Johnson bit where she's like, a guy went into a bar and asked for a drink, and she said, "Do you want a lime or a lemon?" And the guy spent a minute going, the green one. That means he didn't know what either of them were because he couldn't process of elimination with which it was.
It's awesome. Rhea Ripley defending against Toni Storm. UK Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley is the only champ thus far. Mm-hmm. She's held the championship now for 138 days, although she's only recognized as a 44-day champion because of how long it took the tape delay to air.
Yeah.
Because she won it on August 26th and it aired on November 28th. So,
and that's with them doing 2 episodes a week.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley are like 2 of the best, like the best. So this one's going to be good. And for the Women's Match of the Year candidacy, which I think we're just going to condense that down into WWE NXT stuff, this will almost assuredly be on there.
Agreed. Unless something really bad happens.
Exactly.
I mean, like Rhea hurts Tony again?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. And then last but not least,